The small business restructuring allowed us to keep trading. It allowed us to reset and consolidate our business. It allowed us to keep the staff employed and employ new staff to reopen. And yeah, I can't tell you, it was life-changing, I'd have to say, because the alternative was disaster for us. The complaint we had before COVID was mostly that you couldn't get a seat in here. And post-COVID, the shop was kind of empty. Financially, it was devastating. I think each time the government came up with an idea, it was a band-aid fix. It got you through to the next week. We just lived week to week to week. And yeah, it was a very, very difficult time. And I think as much as your customers wanted to support you, and they did support us, but the minute that COVID finished and the shop reopened to the public, it was like, okay, well, they're going to be okay now. And in fact, it was those few months after COVID that were really tough. I think when I got the first final notice, the reminders that there wasn't any money to pay, that I'd sort of gone through as many options as I did. And I think one day I was in the shop and sort of just broke down to a customer, and she said, "Have you heard about this new small business restructuring loan?" And she said, yeah, someone she knew had applied for it, and it had been their saving grace. I'd never heard of a small business restructuring. It allows you to keep trading and hoping that you were going to get through COVID and your business would return to normal, that you would be able to pay back the money that you owe, and also moving forward just have that income that you used to have. We were left to run the business as we normally would. I think it was more like working alongside each other, that we were in contact, but definitely they didn't take over your bank accounts. They didn't pay things for you. You were left to run the business and take it forward as normal, but you felt their support alongside you while going through the process. So it was very different to anything that I'd ever heard about having been done before. And that made us feel very safe and confident to move forward. It was probably the first night I'd slept for months, because I kind of knew we were going to be okay.